Small problem. The shade structure. The screws that were provided with the shade structure quite short, and the winds that we had the other day, which were about a 45-kilometre wind gusts, have pulled the screws out. So some of them have this section here, sharpen to tighten things up, and some were just screws, but those screws were too short. So here's Ruby. Dean's going to climb in the bucket of Ruby like we did when we originally put the shade cloth up. It's just a bit easier than a ladder to reattach. We couldn't get that up there any tighter, so we are putting one of these fellas on. So we're putting one of these on. This should tension the wire, which will bring that post a little bit this way. The shade sail's not too bad, but we do need it relatively tight because we're sitting up on the top of the hill and the wind gusts that come through are pretty crazy.
Really the right tool for it, but
It's doing the trick. It's looking pretty tight now. That little handy little tool takes a lot of the hard work out of it. And our fairy lights are broken. If you've watched a few of our videos, you'll know that after we moved in, we changed the back gate. It was just a cattle panel that the previous owners used to just open and close. And winter last year, we put in a new back gate. Well, we've changed our mind. We are getting Ruby and we're going to start working on this area here. So we want to move the gate back. The first job we need to do is to get rid of this compost heap. we're going to have the gate coming from the side of the shed there all the way across to here. And of course the compost heap's in the way. And then what will happen once we've done that, let me just walk up this way a little bit. Rather noisy, Ruby. Is that gate will move. That gate will move. This behind me is just a cattle panel that we've used to get up to Sunset Hill. There's Sunset Hill up there. So this will go all the way along here. All this will go. All this crap will get picked up and the compost will get moved. And so Ruby and Pearl will be able to get parked in this area where it's flat, where the gate that we put in here ages ago will move this. And if you're coming down from coming up from there to go to Sunset Hill, that's a bit gnarly. It's alright if you like four-wheel driving, but for a normal car it's a bit gnarly. Wouldn't recommend it. So this area here, it's flat enough that we can turn things around, the vehicles around, but we just need to get rid of this crap and that fencing there.
I don't really want to leave the razor sharp edges underneath the ground. You never know, one day you could be running around and slice your foot open, so
True.
I'll see if I can get the bucket under and just dig up the ground a bit more.
Yeah. Sorry? Okay. We got another section of it out, but there's a little bit more here. There it is, just that little piece there. Now we're just going to level this out. easier than a shovel, a lot less sweat. Decided we're going to take the slasher off and put the grader on. So first thing we've got to do is get the slasher off. These little chickies think they're going to smooth it all out, having a field day. Looks like the slasher is off. It's raining, so I wasn't standing out there watching it any longer. Yep, it's off. Watch out, little chickie. Oh, watch out, see? Keeping dry out of the rain. The dogs keep wandering out. Chickens are out, but they don't seem to care. And the grader is down the hill there. So, I'm not going to follow him down. Done it enough times now to do it by himself. I'm just going to shut the gate. Sounds like he's coming back. I can hear it. The tractor in the distance. Just been sitting inside for a while, or sitting under the cover in the veranda area. But now I have my umbrella. He's coming soon. Adjusting the grader in the other direction. Not bad. It's all sort of smoothed out now. Chickens like it. Now we've got a big area to be able to turn the vehicles around, and basically where the tractor is now is where the gate is going to go instead of over there. We're happy with that, and I think it's lunchtime, so we're going to go in and have some lunch. deep as it's gonna go. Now, just gonna go over and do this hole. Gonna hide here in the garage because it's quite windy out there. We are heading down to the right hand side paddock, like the right hand side as you drive into the property. That paddock which we'd done the fencing at the front, the mesh fencing. Yeah, so here's the fencing. Hopefully that's not too bad with the wind. There's the fencing. Oh, big spider web. Which way is it? That's what we put in previously. You can see all the brush cutting that's been done. Buddy. Can't do fencing without those. Protect your eyes in case something flicks up. Just putting the barbed wire on this mesh fencing. Strong grass. It's wound, the grass has wound itself around it. That's crazy.
It's long enough.
Just.
Over there.
This will test the post.
Strain this.
True.